Imagine for a moment that you could read someone's mind. This would grant you access to their thoughts, but not only that, their future actions, what they're going to do, because thoughts precede action. Now, what I'm not trying to say is that you're going to be able to read people's minds. But what if we could read the mind of the market? I fall under no illusions. People have tried to do this for many, many years, much longer than I have. But it's because I think they use a wrong metric. Investors use moving averages, RSI, Fibonacci retracement, and a lot of other statistical measures to try to predict the future stock price. However, these are past performance indicators, and past performance indicators do not indicate future outcomes. What I'm presenting today is a wholly different metric. We're using the power of sentiment and neural networking to predict trends in markets. Let me unpack that. Sentiment analysis is the idea that we can look at a piece of text, a machine can look at a piece of text, and analyze the mood of that text, whether it's angry, sad, indifferent, whatever. And neural networking is the idea of correlating concepts such as sentiment, price, it could be anything. It's really expansive. But specifically the way we're going to implement this is by analyzing Twitter, blogs, Reddit, Medium, news, places on the internet, and then performing a trade analysis on all of these posts. The trade analysis is going to do the three things. One, it's going to find the sentiment of that article or post or tweet. Two, it's going to figure out the source, who wrote it. And three, find the target market. What are they talking about? Are they talking about Dow Jones? Are they talking about Bitcoin? Are they talking about a product? And after it does this, all of these posts will then be put into a silo of market separation, which means that this market will be product X. This market would be cryptocurrency. And that allows us to then separate a target audience and how they're feeling currently, today, based off of all of this data, and then we plug it into a neural network. What this neural network will really do is calculate correlation and accuracy of a particular trend. It does a lot in the background, but we train it using sentiment, the source, whom it came from, the hype factor, which is to say that whenever an article post type explodes, let's say a lot of people are talking about Bitcoin, then the hype factor will go up. And these are important factors. But the most important is the market metric. The market metric for investing would be price. Now, this will train the algorithm to correlate sentiment with future price. This is really powerful. This is really powerful. However, that being said, we need a way for users to actually use this product. And I'm in a unique situation because I've been a web developer for a year and a half. And I understand that the way that we communicate with the internet is through web applications. That's how applications, algorithms, anything successful starts out. That's the web portal. So what we're going to be developing is an application that tracks sentiment and plots that across a graph. But there's one caveat. It's a freemium model. And the reason it's got to be a freemium model is because at first, with any website, we need users. And the way we're going to get users is with our minimum viable product. The minimum viable product is going to be just market sentiment. It's basically just this whole side right here without the neural network. And it's going to be free, but it'll allow investors to look into the market analysis of the market that they choose and figure out future trends on their own. They don't get the market trends quite yet, but that's in phase 2. The sentiment trends is going to link sentiment of all of these target markets to a correlative price indicator. Now, this will give the power of insight into where prices are going. As soon as this algorithm can achieve 51%, which is to say that it predicts the trend 51% of the time, then you will always make money on it. Now, after phase 2, we've got phase 3, which is powerful APIs, which is to say that not only can people use this application, this algorithm on our site, but they can rent it on other people's sites, which now means that businesses, advertisers, and other investors, investing firms, can now start to use our algorithm, which if we put the price per call at 10 cents and you're given 100,000 different people calling multiple times per day, this adds up very quickly. The unique value for investors is obviously providing price insight, but advertisers could equally benefit from this because they can actually fine-tune their marketing strategy based off of how the market feels. And businesses would be able to create better products for their target market because they know how they respond to other actions. Anyhow, all of that being said, I'd love for you to consider this application as being a tool in an investor's tool belt, and being something that could really revolutionize how we see markets and how we see insight into those markets. Thank you.